Good morning, students. We are reading chapter 1 in political science. What is democracy? Why democracy? In our previous session, we discussed about the arguments against democracy. The arguments against democracy showcase that it is not an ideal form of government. But the debate here is whether democracy is better than other forms of government. How to know this? To resolve this dilemma, let's look at the other side of the coin, the arguments in favor of democracy. Let's begin. Democracy is an accountable form of government. It means that in a democracy, government has to respond to the needs of the people. If the ruling party does not do it, there are opposition party to pull their legs. There is freedom of press, so media also can criticize them. So they have to work for the people. Take example of China. China had a worst famine in 1958-1961, and same type of situation was there in India also. But the economist says that Indian government responded well to the needs of the people. It maintained food security of the people. So the number of casualties in India were less compared to China. Even if China was economically better country than India. In a non-democratic country, the ruler may or may not respond to the needs of the people. It depends on the goodness of the ruler. But in a democracy, a ruler must respond to the needs of the people. And if he or she is not doing it, people have the right to remove them in the next election. Democracy improves the quality of decision making. In our previous session, we discussed that in a democracy, for taking any decision, lot of discussions take place. We can say that when decisions are taken like this, it takes lot of time. But when many heads are put together to take any decision, then a quality decision is made. No rash or harsh decisions are taken in a democratic government. Say for example India. In India we have Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. So minister takes a decision, then he speaks about that in this both the houses, then they come to a final decisions. Thus, so there are very little or very less chances of rash or wrong decisions in a democracy. Then democracy provides a method to deal with differences. Country like India, which is having a vast social diversity. In our country, all individuals have their own different ideas, ideals, and values. But one thing which is very common in our country, that everybody has been given the rights. In a democracy, no one is a permanent winner or a permanent loser. So the country like India, where there is lot of diversity, in such a country, democracy is the only form of government which can deal with differences. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. In a democracy, all the citizens are equal regardless of wealth or education. We follow universal adult franchise in which equal voting rights have been given to each and everyone. In this way, democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Democracy allows us to correct its own mistakes. See, like any other form of government, in a democracy also, there are chances that mistakes can be made. But democracy is the only form of government in which we can correct our own mistake. For example, if we elect a wrong government, in the next election, we have the power to change that government. But if it is a monarchy or dictatorship, even if we don't like that government at all, we don't have any choice to change such type of government. So in a democracy, it is possible for people to correct their own mistakes. Then, what sort of democracy our country is having? Our country is having a representative democracy. What is representative democracy? Representative democracy means ruling through the representatives in place of ruling by all the people. In a direct democracy, every decision is taken by a referendum. In our previous sessions, we discussed about how in the whole year 2-3 times people in Switzerland go through a referendum to take any decisions. But country like India, we are having a representative democracy in which decisions are taken by the representatives whom we elect by using our voting rights. So why do we have representative democracy? What are the reasons for the representative democracy? First, it is not possible for all people to sit together and take a decision. Imagine, is it possible that all the people in our country sit in the parliament or take a decision? Or for every small decision we go for a referendum? Practically it is not possible. So the best method to deal with this problem is the representative democracy. Second thing, all citizens may not have time and skill to take part in a decision making process. It is not possible for each and every person to take part in all the decision making process. Sometimes everyone may also not be capable of taking any particular decisions. So the best way is that we elect our representatives, we give wholesome right to take the decision to these representatives, and they finally take the decision for us. So representative democracy is the most common form of democracy not only in India but in many parts of the world. We finish our chapter here only. Thank you and have a nice day.